Okay, Tracy, this is your first video lesson, and you're next to Adam Scott. Good choice, huh? Okay, so your setup, there's some good things about it. Pretty good flex in your knee. You got a lower back is pretty straight. We wanted to realign your setup position by the grip, where we wanted the V's facing your or pointing towards your right ear. See how your nose, your eyes are down. We want it actually up like this. And the reason for that is when you make a backswing, the shoulder will bump in, left shoulder will bump into your chin and will restrict it. That might have something to do with why it looks kind of like that. It's kind of bumping in there, bumping in there. Okay, so um, this is your mission, is to fix this, because that sets up all sorts of problems. So so we just fix it to make it look like that. So that's lesson number one. And the best way of doing that is just this, is move it in right to that spot, check it, make an adjustment, then back and swing. Now, you don't even really need a ball at this stage. You can be doing that in your yard or your bedroom or wherever. But then when you go out on the driving range, you can actually do boom. So that's it. That's what you need to work on. Now let's look at the rest of the swing, just just so we have a complete picture of what's going on. That starts a slippery slide into a backswing that puts you in a very unconventional backswing position. So you're like this. See how your hands are getting kind of crowded in towards your head. See how there's not much width. See how his hands are. See how his club follows the swing plane, right? So the swing plane is any line parallel to the blue lines. He goes up parallel to the swing plane, or on the swing plane, and down. You spend a lot of energy outside of the swing plane, so you're going to lose distance, consistency, and control. And this is the worst part about it. When you start down, this is a death move. When you start down and the club is, they call this too steep. If you don't make any adjustments, you're going to stick a fork in it right behind the ball and hit it fat, and then you figure out how to try to save it and kind of yip up and pull your hands up and things like that. With Junior over here, he goes up, but he's all in plane. When he starts down, bam. I mean, just early in his swing, he's got it nailed. And it's just right on. So all his energy is just coming right along there. No adjustments needed. So that's what's happening to your swing. You looping it back inside, some extra movements, incorrect position at the top, and bingo, or reverse bingo. So then, but you make a good athletic move through here, and look at this. You got the hip pockets against the back wall. That's really good, and we'll show you from the other direction. That's a pretty good swing from here on. But you had to work so hard getting there, and working hard and making the same errors consistently is impossible. The errors are greater or less, and then the swing itself is inconsistent. Okay, so now let's look quickly at the other angle. This is more about sequencing and position at the top. See, we got a couple little features here. That, and we've got, I'm pointing out things that you can improve on. I'll show you some things that are really good. And the distance between your head and your hands. But, you know, this angle is good. Got a nice turn. A lot of good things. Gosh, you remember Scott's? We got. See him? His swing at the top. His left heel is still on the ground. I mean, you fix that, and it's going to make things a lot easier. You fix that in the right elbow. So, and I'll give you a hard copy of this. You're at the top, face on, and Adams. Okay, so back here, and this is the thing that's a pleasure. This is nice through here. Once you get that thing down, planted from here, very nice. Look at this lower body. Oof, very athletic. Right through here, the back leg. That's like a 12 handicap, 10 handicap, right there. It's a little late. Like at this point at impact, you're there's not. You don't have to worry about it now. Your belt buckle is pointed about there, and it should be pointed there. See where that is? It's about 45 degrees. I mean, I can show you Scott's, but trust me, see his belt buckle at impact? There. And guys like Furyk and a couple other guys, their belt buckle's at the target. This is where their belt buckle is at impact. There. But we don't have to do that. But we do need to get it past. We need to get it at this point, and that'll come later. We don't worry about that now. So the number one thing is to work on that the backswing, especially the takeaway, the first 3 feet of the movement. So I'll let this thing run. Wiped out the lines. And I have a separate one that narrates his swing alone, but for now you just play this and hit repeat. Just go over. You can just pick up this is slow-mo obviously, but how he just rides up it and down. Turns his back to the target, then his belt to the target very early. You got good lower body action through the ball. And too much movement away from the ball in the backswing, yeah. Okay. So then we'll give you so I'll let this go too. Boy, this is it's like an art form, isn't it? Perfect. Yeah. But he's probably had 30 million reps in mirrors and videos and as a kid, the whole thing. I mean, it's typical of when you see a master, you see the tip of the iceberg, you see performance, and it's only like 1%. The rest of the preparation and practice is behind the scenes.